So this morning brings me to Northwich in Cheshire. I'd stop off at the library, but the museum's closed unfortunately. So there's a festival on there today, so I'm heading down there in a minute. There's this. Henry Bates was one of the three brothers who established foundries in Northwich and Winsford. Always the same demographics, isn't it? Anything but a white lad and a white woman. So just underneath the viaducts at the minute. I'm presuming there must be a water source, perhaps a river, a bit further down here. Look at that, I love it when it's like that. Nice green tunnel. Obviously it'd be great if someone was just in the centre. I'm just thinking it's there it comes. Unfortunately I've got no bread for it. I ain't got any food, buddy, unfortunately. I think I've missed it unfortunately, but that's one just came out the river then and spread its wings. Beautiful. Well, it turns out it's an active viaduct anyway. God, it's absolutely beautiful. So if you look up on a lot of these old buildings, you'll see the history behind it. So right there you've got the Winnington Cooperative Society. Above the Cheshire and Warrington Carers Trust. Lovely garden that we've got here. Lots of colours. And that would have been lovely, but the advertisements have ruined it behind. So, the Bowling Green pub, established in 1650. Record suggests the Bowling Green has only trained it as a licence since 1763. The name is derived from the older Bowling Green, perhaps as early as 1777. There you go. And one thing I remember about Cheshire and Northwich is the little bits of architecture they have in there, or the faces. Like that, the Tudor buildings. So you got a barber shop there, busy bridge, loads of Tudor buildings. Well, these Tudor style buildings, I mean that's 1983, but they've gone for a good style obviously. Just down there you've got all the brutalist modern shite. Nice traditional view down here. Got them Tudor buildings there, and then got other canal boats around here with a church spire just in the distance. And that bridge and all is all painted black and white, which is quite a common theme around Cheshire. Just there you've got the famous Watling Street, which starts down in London, which is now the A5. Old Roman road that leads all the way to Anglesey. And that's onto the main high street. And up there, like I was talking about before, the random little statues you get everywhere if you look up. That is a proper old Tudor building obviously. That's to be said for a Saturday with a festival on, it's looking pretty dead. Up to that. To that. This is where the festival is going to be held, I think, anyway. Obviously there's an African bar behind me. Usual suspects have moved in, making a mark. So you got what was the Beehive Inn, now an estate agent, up to let. Sort of a generic part really down here, usual shitty shops, chain shops and all that down here. Swinging Witch. And David Bowie mural at the end. I'm glad you got a mention, Matt Landridge. He won a gold. He was junior 18 when I was around junior 13. Still got a lot of this COVID bollocks still up. Wearing face masks. There was one of them screens up in the Portaloo. It's quite a good little bit I got for the subway there. Bit of history. Got Weaver Square here, and apparently an indoor market on the right. So I'm gonna have a look in a minute. It's a good name for a florist. Cain and Abel. So this is inside the market. So this is just outside the indoor market. It's, despite what that lady was saying, it's looking a bit dead down this bit. I don't know if there's any plan to revamp it, but has to be said though, I mean, it is rough down this bit. You just wouldn't expect it for Cheshire. It's renowned with being quite a rich area really. Decent artwork that they've done. More building on the way, more warehouses. But yeah, this is kind of it really. W.J. Yarwood and Sons, shipbuilders of Northwich. Old Public Library, Salt Museum. Don't know if that's anything to do with Ukraine or them colours. This is a nice part of the town, I'm guessing. So many buildings up to that. E6 store, Turkish barbers. And Penny Black pub. So this is down the far end of the town now, Whitton Chimes. I think there's a church down here. This is about as far as I need to go really. And just up the very far end you got one of these old model shops, well away from the town centre. Church, Northwich Methodist, and then that's a good view actually. And then finally, to top it off, you got the Green Dragon pub up the far end. This will be as far as I go up the town really, because it looks like we're kind of as far as I need to go really. And just to make sure I get some mention, there's a Millennium Comics store at the top. Good to see Union Jack and St George still up and flying. So this is into the Plaza. Must be something on here later. Let's see what this was. IOB Hall, opened in 1913. Nice view down to the countryside, and the woods in the background. There we are, back again. So busy now. Plenty going on this time.
It's good. It's very good. Sheikh Omar stays awake for 2 whole weeks. And then he returns to his home and starts to heal through faith and coffee. He shares his newfound discovery with his
Link up with this gentleman. You tidy your rooms together. You can phone each other up and check that your rooms are tidy. Keep tabs on each other. Right, how are we getting on with the painting?
so nearly there.
Very nearly there. Okay, maybe one more promise. Anyone else? Long way to travel. Brilliant. You've got it.
Sama shufa matama tukuli asira matane.
What are you doing? You're going to need this much space. Try and get a bit more space. People in the back.
Kalendar måste
brandishing swords, they creep up to catch him. Chop! The dog began to wail, the guards they grabbed up.
朝地堂，黑晒你乖乖返落床，聽朝阿媽要見殺羊路，阿爺太廟要上山崗。
Say goodbye to Sadie. She's doing a job. We're distracted now.
This is obviously a private property bit, all the usual big chain stores. Futuristic and ugly. No history to it or anything. That being said, I'll give it his credit. Just come across this. It's salt, chemicals and waterways. That's what made Northwich. And just down the bottom now, got a few food stalls down here. Reminds me a little bit of Spitalfields Market actually. Quite a good little addition. Looks like a tourist boat actually. While I'm thinking about it actually, you know, it's the colour of the uniforms that they're wearing these days, the blue vests. Well, what colour is the UN, World Health Organisation, World Economic Forum, all that lot? It's all blue, isn't it? So again, you ready for it?
Find your way better, attracting visitors, promoting open areas and waterfront spaces, supporting business, appropriate development, sustainable growth, enhancing the environment.
I think there's something in the water.
Well, looking back 6 years ago, at the beginning of this journey, I remember visiting Northwich and being impressed by how black and white this bridge was. Obviously a lot of Cheshire is black and white, the Tudor buildings and the Tudor style. So I'll come across here one last time. It's like I was saying before about the black and white bridge, good example there. But this building here, it was like that back in 2018 when I first visited. It's quite shocking to see it's just stayed like that in all that time. There must be some use for it, surely. 1986 that building was built, and it's just stayed like that for over 6 years. I think we need to rename the River Weaver because it's related to the cotton mills, weaving cotton and slavery and colonialism. Interesting, it's like a lion. It looks more like a bit of a horse-crossed lion really. And you probably get a good long exposure up here with this beacon. With all the light trails, you know, cars going past at night time, but I'm not going to stick around for that. An idea for someone who lives here though, if you're interested. Black and white, and black and white, and black and white, and black and white. And black and white.